Yeah, I just wanted to show you a difference. Most airplanes are front wheel aircraft. They have a nose gear and they have two front pairs of gear that involve their landing because it was a much more docile way of handling things. This is a tail wheel aircraft that lands back here. The thing that you have to keep in mind is that on a plane like this, the tail wheel is very, very light. You can lift up, basically lift up the aircraft, you know, with this. And I'm not going to lift it, but what I can, well, let's see. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you can tell that it's a very light in the tail wheel. On my airplane, it's very heavy. And so as a result, the tail wheel will be much more of an influence than this airplane will, because the gentleman is able to neutralize the weight on the tail wheel. And I cannot do that as much. Okay, I welcome you to the museum Wings Over Miami Museum here down in Tamiami Airport in Miami, Florida. And I wanted to show you that there's big aviation interest here in Miami, and always has been. It was the original starting place for Pan Am and stuff like that. This is I wanted to show you a quick difference between my airplane and a regular float plane. This is the way most airplanes are built today. It was just like with pontoons. They replaced the gear and they put these pontoons on. What is interesting about this is that the pontoons weigh a lot. They're about 700 pounds a piece on each side, and it's a very expensive modification to your airplane if you take off the gear and put one of these guys on. And so it really reduces, you might say, your useful weight as far as being able to carry passengers, fuel, or cargo, or anything else. You're limited by these guys. And because you simply just can't, an engine with this size and this propeller, even though they're extremely high performance pieces of equipment, they will not be able to carry as much as my airplane does, simply because of the weight of these. So it's like it's a struggle for most people. They don't like to usually be very low in the water like mine, as opposed to being up here and being up higher. But there's penalties that are suffered by this. I was like, as you can see, this also has amphibious characteristics in the fact that, you know, the wheels come out for this thing just like a regular airplane, and then they fold up for amphibious activities out on the water. This can pretty much handle the same amount of chop and that kind of stuff in the ocean that my airplane does. It's about 3 feet of chop, and it was like a lot of people say, you know, you're going to loosen your tooth fillings if you ever really land in 3 feet of chop. So you try to avoid it as much as you can, and that's where your nautical skills come into play. Like if you have a wind that goes over an island, you want to go over the island like the wind and then land on the other side of the island, because the water will be smooth on the other side. So it's things like that that you have to take into account. And this is a airplane that's been completely redone. It's an absolutely beautiful rendition of this type of aircraft.
What kind of aircraft is this?
This is called a Cessna 206. And it has a 300 horsepower engine. It was just like with a composite propeller made of boron graphite. It was just like, and these pontoons are what they call, I think it's Wycliffe pontoons. And it was, and you know, very expensive to put on your airplane. There's a I can't even hazard a guess, but I would say about $500,000 to put this on your airplane. So that's why these airplanes bring a lot of money.